Guys, welcome to 2023. It was an amazing journey riding with you guys in 2022. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for liking, thank you for commenting, thank you for sharing, thank you for everything you do to make this channel work. I pray that 2023 is going to be a blessed year for you. I pray that God is going to grant all your heart desires, going to give you everything you need to make this year a success. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing some of the lessons I learned in 2022. I'm filming this video like maybe for the 10th time or something. I'm not going to share that story with you people. Let's just get right into the video. So number one, I learned in 2022 that God is mindful of me. I wouldn't say that I have never had that idea that God is interested in me, or God loves me, or God is mindful of me. I wouldn't say that I've never had that idea, but in 2022 it made more sense to me that God is very mindful of us. God is very interested in every details of our lives. So there are times where you've been forming big boy and big girls for Jesus, but God is just looking at you and like, auntie, you are weak. Like, auntie, you need help. Just ask for help. So I want you in 2023 to know that God is interested in every details of your life. Even those things that you call vain things, God is very much interested. You are God's child. So if there is anything you think you need God to do for you, you had better just open your mouth and tell God. Because for all you know, He even knows that you need that thing. He's just waiting for you to come to Him. He's just waiting for you to rely on Him or to share that burden with Him. So don't go into 2023 carrying all the burden yourself when you can actually share them with God. When you can go into the presence of God and be naked and tell Him that this is how I feel. This is what I. Like you can go straight. You can tell God the way it is. Like you don't have to mince words. You don't have to package it. If you're not liking something, you can tell God, I'm not liking this thing. If you're weak, you can tell God, I'm weak in this area. I need your help. I need your strength. If you want something, you could go straight to God and say, God, this is what I want. I know you can say it's carnal, but that's what I want. So if God will give you, He will tell you. If He will not give you, He will also let you know. So you have to come to a point in your life where you can tell God how you feel without forming big girl and big boy or forming spiritual giants for God. You don't need to be strong before God. I think Christians need to get to that point where you know that you don't need to be strong before God. You can be weak while with Him. You can tell Him, you can be yourself. I think that's the word. You can be yourself in the presence of God. You don't have to fake anything. Yeah. So another thing that I learned in 2022 is that talent does not equal profit. So I know there are people who are talented at doing some things, and then you feel like because you're talented at it, then it should automatically make it in that field. So let's say you're very talented at baking cakes, then you feel that automatically you would succeed in baking cakes. It doesn't work that way. So I learned in 2022 that in the real world, you need more than talent to succeed. You need to understand many things. You need to know that hard work beats talent every single time. And that is why I think some talented people don't actually do well in their field, because they rely so much in that talent and they're like, after all, this thing comes natural for me. Auntie, sorry, naturalistic. It's not going to work that way. You have to add effort. You have to do what it takes to succeed in that field. You don't just say, I know how to do it, and then it's going to work for me that way. That's why you see some people who are not even... I've seen some people who own fashion businesses, but they don't even know how to sew clothes. They don't know how to make... They can't make any clothes, but they have a fashion business running smoothly. They are making it big in that industry. And that's because they know that beyond talent, if they have some things in place, they could actually make things work. So in 2023, do yourself good by putting effort into your talents. If you have talent, if you are talented at something, and then you think that is where you want to explore, good, but put effort in it so that you can get the results you want. So the third thing I learned in 2022, not in any particular order, the third thing I learned in 2022 is that success requires hard work. And I feel like social media has really glamorized success, that it makes it look as if it's very easy. You just have to press 1, 2, 3 buttons and then Boom, success. In real life, it's more than that. Like, so you see somebody maybe launching a new movie, maybe the movie is in the cinema or on Netflix, and then people are watching the movies, like the people are watching the series or whatever the series, the movie is ranking on Netflix, or people are going to the cinema, they are watching this movie, everybody's talking about it on social media, they say, oh, this movie is beautiful, the work is is an excellent work or something, blah blah blah. Best believe that my brother, my sister, that behind that beautiful scene, behind those beautiful scenes you saw in that movie, is hard work, is somebody's sweat, is somebody's sleepless night, is somebody putting so much into that work to make it as beautiful as what you're saying. Because nothing good actually comes easy, or like something success doesn't just fall on your laps. I think that's just it. It doesn't just happen, like it's not accidental. You don't just fall into it. People intentionally work to get the result they want to get. So if you've seen any beautiful thing or any successful business or success or a beautiful marriage, know that it didn't just fall on their laps. They were intentional. They knew what they wanted. They knew that the couple knew that they wanted a happy home, and then they are making efforts to make sure that their home is beautiful. So you don't say that I want a beautiful home, I want a happy home, or I want a beautiful relationship, I want to have a beautiful relationship with my partner, and then you just feel like it will just happen automatically or by chance it will just happen. No, you have to put in the work to make sure that you get the results you want. So in 2023, I want to advise you that you go into the year intentionally building what you want. So if you want success in your business or success in your academics or a beautiful relationship, you need to put effort into producing what you really want. Number 4, nobody is responsible for your happiness. Hey, so I'm that kind of person that if you get me angry or you do something that I do not like, I may not tell you, depending on my relationship with you. So I may not tell you. I'll just sit in my home place and then start to overthink it and then process it in my head like that, and then it starts to mess up with my mood. It messes up with my my entire day. So if you've offended me, I may just carry it in my mind and then start to analyze it, start to dissect it, and then I'm just in my shell, and then I just unnecessarily become cold. So most times, even on my birthdays, if somebody just offend me or just do something, you see me, I'll be unhappy on my birthday. So many birthdays that I've celebrated, you see me not happy on my birthday. And it's not, if you think I'm happy, maybe I'm just faking it sometimes. So my 2022 birthday, I told myself, even if nobody sends me a gift or nobody post me on WhatsApp or Instagram to wish me a happy birthday, or you not call me, you not text me, you're not gonna steal my joy. You're not gonna steal my happiness. I am grateful. I am grateful for life. I'm grateful for everything around me. So I'm just going to be happy. So you need to also come to that state where I'm not 100% in the place where I say, okay, when you offend me, then it doesn't get to me or it doesn't get me moody. I'm not 100% there yet, but I think I am better than where I used to be. So I am learning that nobody's responsible for my joy, nobody's responsible for my happiness. If anybody offends me, I think that is normal. We live in a world where people will press your neck, they will choke you and then get you hungry. That's normal because you also get people hungry. So you shouldn't allow that get to you and then mess up with your entire life. So when you see some people that are always energetic, they enter into a room and then everybody's happy, their energy is high, they are full of vibes, they're always joyful. It doesn't mean that people don't get them angry, or it doesn't mean that they have everything all figured out in their lives. It doesn't mean that they don't have problems. It just means that they've decided that nobody is going to steal their joy. They've made up their minds that nobody is going to, nothing is going to take away their joy. They've learned to realize that problems are part of life. So it is normal that you have some problems at a certain level of your life. So you just have to recognize that and then move on with your life. Don't let it get into you. Don't let it get to you that you now makes you a moody person. Every time you're always sad, you're always sorrowful. That is not a good place to be. The 5th one is that enjoy the process. So I'm that kind of person that I live in the future. So So I can sit down here now and I have imagined how when I get married, how I will treat my husband, how our home will look like, how I will take care of my children, and all of those things. Or if I'm looking for a new job, you will see me living in that new job. Like I'm already living in that. I don't even know how the office looks like, but I'm already creating one in my head. I'll be answering to my boss, I'll be working and all of that. I'm that kind of person. But then I realized that I live so much in the future that I don't enjoy the moment. So when I get to the future that I've been hoping for, I will start to regret and wish that I did some things when I didn't have that thing I was looking for. So if you are here now, then you're looking for a job, or you're wishing God gives you that man, that bone of your bone, so that you can get married. Let's believe that those things will come. That job you want will come, the marriage you want will come, the children you want will come, everything will come. But then when they come, they also come with their own demands. And so those demands will make you realize that if you had known, you would have even enjoyed the time when you didn't have those things that you really want. So enjoy the moment, live in the moment, enjoy the process. On the way to where you are going to, enjoy now. Don't be so fixated on the future that you forget to appreciate where you are right now. Because for all you know, the place you are right now, there was a time you were praying to God to bring you here. Now you are there, now you are not enjoying it. And say rest. So another lesson I learned in 2022 is that everybody needs somebody that can set them straight at the point where the nuts and bolts of your head is not tightening well. Because I feel like everybody gets to a point where you behave badly, or maybe you just do something that you ought not to do. Sometimes it may not be all the time, but at those times you need somebody that can set you straight. You need somebody that you can be accountable to, somebody that can tell you that this thing you want to do is bad and you shouldn't try it. Because times where you are angry or you're not happy with the moment, you could take decisions that can harm you in the future. But then if you have somebody in your life that can tell you how it is, that can tell you that this thing you are doing is bad and you need to change it. Of course, it may depend on how the person puts it. Some people can be loving and then they correct you in love. They are not so harsh in passing across their point. While some people can tell you straight up and then anything you want to do with it, do with it. But either way, you need somebody that can correct you, somebody that can tell you to your face that this is bad. You know, we love to be pampered. Everybody loves to be pampered. We love to be, everybody wants to be cared for and all of those things. But of course, you don't want to love to be your own destruction when you are doing something that is bad and then nobody can tell you that this thing you're doing is bad. That's destruction in itself, if you get my point. The last point is that God is not partial, yet He is gracious. So this is especially for Christians who think that they can just do anything they want to do because God is gracious. You should know that God is a just God. While He's gracious and full of mercy, you wouldn't do some things and then expect a certain kind of result because God is gracious. Let me explain. You're a student, you have exams to write, you're not reading, you're praying, I'm playing down on the power of prayer, get me right? But then you're doing everything apart from studying your books. Until you will fail, you will fail, like you fail so well. Because you do not need prayers to pass exams. You only need to study your book to pass exams. So if somebody in your department now or somebody in your class is not even a Christian, but they can read their books, they can study their books so well for them to pass exam, they will pass the exam and then they will lead your class. So you can't expect that because you're a child of God, God should make you have distinctions that you're not reading for, while the person reading should just go to well and then fail because you're a child of God. God is not partial. Yes, He is gracious. God is full of mercy, but then He's not raising us to be irresponsible. God is not raising people who are... God has not created us to be irresponsible and lackadaisical with our life. So you have to take yourself serious to know that God has given you something to do. It is up to you to do it. If you do not do it, you will not get the result that you need to get. And it doesn't mean that God is not God. God is still God, yet He is gracious. And that's some period. Finally, when you see beautiful relationships or pictures of people or people portraying that they have a beautiful relationship on social media. I know that we have been conditioned to know that when you see people writing about how beautiful their relationship is, it could also mean that they have some things happening behind the scene that they are not sharing. They're even beating each other, but then they are not sharing that. They just come and share with us the sweet part of their relationship. So as true as that can be, I also don't want to condition your mind in that way. I have the mindset that people cannot even capture the most beautiful parts of their relationships or their marriages. So at the moment where you're really, really happy for the person you've gotten married to or for the person you're in a relationship with, you may not even remember to pick up your phone to capture those moments. So I want you to understand that people still have beautiful relationships. People still have beautiful that they are truly enjoying them. Like, they are not lying. They are not coming to me to tell you that my relationship is sweet, my marriage is sweet, while behind the scene they are taking blows and collecting insults and all of that. People have beautiful homes. Do they have challenges? Yes. But there are some people that they are truly enjoying their marriage. They are grateful for the person they have gotten married to. So I want you to put your mind in that place as well. And this is one of the things that I realized in 2022. As much as there are people online lying, there are still people who are really truthful about the beauty they are getting, the beauty of their marriage. So don't get so fixated with the negative, because if you are doing that, you may not enjoy the positive, if that makes sense to you. With that, we've come to the end of this video. If you learned a thing or two, please let me know in the comment section below what stood out for you. And then what did you learn in 2022? Feel free to share with us in the comment section below. Please don't forget to like this video, comment, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't. I would really appreciate that. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.